Do you ever find yourself lying awake at night, staring at the ceiling, wishing you could just drift off into a deep, peaceful sleep? Or maybe you wake up feeling stiff and achy, like your body's just protesting the morning. And let's be honest, keeping things, well, moving comfortably isn't always as easy as it used to be, is it? These are common struggles, especially as we get a little older. It can feel frustrating, even a bit disheartening, when your own body seems determined to make you uncomfortable, whether it's through restless nights, persistent aches, or frustrating digestive issues. It's easy to think these things are just an unavoidable part of getting older, something you just have to put up with. But what if I told you that making just a few small, simple tweaks to what you eat in the evening could make a world of difference? We're not talking about complicated diets or expensive supplements here. We're talking about delicious, everyday foods you can easily find. There's a quiet power in simple nutrition, and understanding it can unlock surprising improvements in how you feel every single day and night. In this video, we're going to explore 5 specific foods that, when enjoyed before bed, can become your gentle allies in getting deeper, more restorative sleep, helping your body calm down that underlying inflammation that causes aches and stiffness. And yes, making sure your digestive system stays happy and regular. It might sound too simple to be true, but stick around until the very end, because we're going to look closely at each one. And there's something I want to share that might genuinely surprise you about how much control you have over these common issues. Let's dive right in with the first food. Something you might even have in your fridge or cupboard right now. We're talking about tart cherries, often enjoyed as juice. Now, why tart cherries? You might ask, well, nature tucked a wonderful secret into these little red fruits: melatonin. You've probably heard of melatonin. It's that natural hormone your body makes that helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle. As we age, our bodies sometimes don't produce as much melatonin as they used to, which can make it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. Drinking a small glass of tart cherry juice in the evening can give your body a gentle, natural boost of this sleep-promoting hormone. It's not like taking a strong sleeping pill. It's more like nudging your body towards rest in a really subtle, supportive way. People who've tried incorporating tart cherry juice often talk about feeling a natural wave of sleepiness come over them, making the transition from being awake to drifting off feel much easier. It's about supporting your body's natural rhythms rather than forcing them. Beyond just sleep, tart cherries are absolutely packed with powerful antioxidants, particularly things called anthocyanins, which are responsible for their vibrant red color. These antioxidants are fantastic inflammation fighters. Inflammation is the body's natural response to injury or stress. But when it becomes chronic, it's like a low-level fire constantly burning inside you. This chronic inflammation is linked to all sorts of age-related discomforts, including those joint aches and general stiffness you might feel. By helping to quell this inflammation, tart cherry juice can contribute to feeling less achy and more comfortable, both when you're trying to fall asleep and when you wake up in the morning. Imagine waking up feeling a bit more limber, a bit less creaky. That's the kind of difference these anti-inflammatory properties can make over time. How do you incorporate tart cherry juice? The key is consistency. Having a small glass, maybe about 8 ounces, an hour or 2 before bed is usually recommended. Make sure you're getting tart cherry juice, not the sweetened, blended cherry juice cocktails, as those are often full of added sugar, which won't help your sleep or inflammation. Look for pure tart cherry juice, sometimes labeled Montmorency cherry juice. You can often find it in the juice aisle or health food section of your supermarket. Some people find the pure juice a bit intense, and you can dilute it with a little water if needed. There are also tart cherry concentrates available, where you just mix a small amount with water. Find what works for you and aim to make it a regular part of your evening routine. It's a simple ritual, really, winding down, perhaps reading a book, and enjoying a small glass of this ruby red potion. It's not an overnight miracle, But many people notice a gradual improvement in both their sleep quality and their general level of discomfort from inflammation within a few weeks of consistent use. It's giving your body a gentle nudge in the right direction, using the goodness that nature provides. Now, moving on to something else you might find helpful to nibble on before hitting the hay. Let's talk about almonds. Just a small handful. Mind you, we're not advocating eating half a bag. Almonds are another nutritional powerhouse. And they offer a couple of key things that can aid our mission for better sleep, less inflammation, and a happy tummy. Firstly, like tart cherries, almonds contain tryptophan. We mentioned tryptophan briefly. It's an amino acid that your body uses to create serotonin, a feel-good brain chemical, and melatonin. So, eating a few almonds can also contribute to that natural melatonin production we talked about, helping signal to your brain that it's time to wind down. But almonds have another trick up their sleeve that's particularly helpful for sleep and general relaxation: magnesium. Magnesium is a mineral that's crucial for hundreds of processes in the body, and one of its big roles is promoting relaxation, both mentally and physically. It can help calm the nervous system and even contribute to muscle relaxation. Think about those nights when your legs feel restless or your body just feels generally tense. Sometimes, that can be linked to not having enough magnesium. A small deficiency in magnesium is surprisingly common, especially as we get older and our bodies might not absorb nutrients quite as efficiently, or if we're on certain medications. So, snacking on a few almonds before bed can help top up your magnesium levels, potentially leading to a greater sense of calm and making it easier for your muscles to relax, paving the way for sleep. On the digestion front, almonds are also a good source of fiber. Fiber is absolutely essential for keeping our digestive system happy and preventing constipation. While you wouldn't rely solely on a small handful of almonds for all your fiber needs, adding them as a bedtime snack contributes positively to your overall fiber intake for the day. A well-functioning digestive system is incredibly important for overall comfort. And let's be honest, it's much harder to get a good night's sleep if you're feeling bloated or uncomfortable due to constipation. So, that little bit of fiber from the almonds plays a part in that overall sense of well-being that supports sleep. When thinking about almonds, focus on plain, unsalted ones. Salt can be dehydrating and might actually make you thirsty at night, interrupting sleep. A small portion is key, about 20-25 almonds, which is roughly a small handful. It's just enough to give you those beneficial compounds without being so much that your body is busy digesting a large meal when it should be preparing for rest. Enjoy them slowly as part of your wind-down routine. Perhaps while you're having that tart cherry juice. See how they complement each other. It's about building simple, supportive habits. So, that's tart cherries for melatonin and antioxidants, and almonds for tryptophan, magnesium, and fiber, working together to help you relax, reduce inflammation, and keep things moving smoothly. Moving on from almonds, there's another nut worth considering for your pre-bed routine, and that's walnuts. Walnuts often get praised for their brain-boosting omega-3 fatty acids. And while that's certainly true and beneficial for overall health, they also offer something specific that ties into our goals of better sleep and less inflammation. Like tart cherries and almonds, walnuts actually contain a good amount of melatonin themselves. Among nuts, walnuts are one of the best sources of dietary melatonin. So, adding a few walnuts to your evening snack rotation is another way to naturally increase your body's access to this sleep-regulating hormone. It's like getting a little extra help from nature to signal to your brain that it's time to switch gears and prepare for rest. Beyond melatonin, those omega-3 fatty acids we mentioned are incredibly powerful when it comes to fighting inflammation. Chronic inflammation is a major contributor to many of the aches and pains that can disrupt sleep and make you feel uncomfortable throughout the day. The omega-3s in walnuts, particularly a type called alpha-linolenic acid ALA, are known for their potent anti-inflammatory effects. They work within your body to help calm down those inflammatory pathways, which can lead to reduced pain and stiffness, especially in joints. Think of it as giving your body the tools it needs to put out that low-level fire we discussed earlier. If you suffer from conditions where inflammation plays a big role, like arthritis, incorporating walnuts could be a particularly helpful addition to your evening plan, potentially easing some of that discomfort that keeps you awake or makes mornings difficult. Again, a small handful is plenty, just plain walnuts, not coated in sugar or salt. Enjoying them slowly can be a calming part of your evening ritual, knowing that with each bite, you're giving your body valuable support for sleep and comfort. Now, let's turn our attention to a fruit that might seem a bit unexpected in this context. But trust me, it's a superstar for digestion and can also help with sleep. We're talking about kiwi fruit. These fuzzy little fruits, or even the smooth-skinned golden ones, are absolutely brilliant for keeping your digestive system happy and regular. They are a fantastic source of dietary fiber, even more so than many other fruits. This fiber adds bulk to your stool and helps it pass through the digestive tract more easily, which is the key to preventing and alleviating constipation. For many people, especially as bowel motility can slow down with age, incorporating a regular source of fiber like kiwi can make a significant difference in comfort and regularity. Feeling bloated or constipated is a surefire way to have a restless night. So addressing this directly with a natural, gentle food like kiwi is a smart move. Eating 1 or 2 kiwis about an hour before bed has been shown in some studies to improve bowel regularity and even sleep quality. Why sleep quality? Well, beyond the comfort that comes from a happy digestive system, kiwi also contains serotonin. We mentioned serotonin earlier as the feel-good chemical that's a precursor to melatonin. Eating foods that contain serotonin can contribute to your body's ability to produce melatonin, thereby helping with sleep. Plus, kiwi is packed with antioxidants and vitamins, contributing to overall health and well-being, which indirectly supports better sleep and less inflammation. Think of kiwi as a delicious, natural way to tackle 2 common issues at once. It's a powerful ally for keeping your digestive system moving smoothly, which in turn removes a major barrier to comfortable sleep. And it provides nutrients that support relaxation and melatonin production. Enjoying 1 or 2 as a simple, refreshing snack before bed is easy and enjoyable. Make sure they are ripe. They should yield slightly to gentle pressure. You can scoop out the flesh or peel and eat them. It's a simple addition that can have quite a profound impact on your nightly comfort and morning ease. Finally, let's look at a classic bedtime comfort: warm milk. This is a tradition in many cultures for a reason. While the exact science behind why warm milk works for sleep is still debated, it likely comes down to a combination of factors. Firstly, milk contains tryptophan, that same amino acid we found in almonds and tart cherries, which helps your body produce serotonin and melatonin. So, a small amount of tryptophan before bed is generally thought to be helpful for winding down. Secondly, the warmth itself can be incredibly soothing and relaxing. Holding a warm mug, sipping slowly, can become a calming ritual that signals to your body and mind that it's time to transition into a state of rest. For those who are sensitive to dairy or prefer not to consume it, many plant-based milk alternatives like almond milk, which, as we know, has its own benefits, or oat milk, can offer a similar comforting warmth and often contain added calcium, which also plays a role in sleep regulation. So, a small mug of warm almond milk could combine the benefits of both the milk and the almonds. While warm milk itself isn't a potent anti-inflammatory agent like tart cherry juice or walnuts, or a strong digestive aid like kiwi, its value lies in its ability to promote relaxation and act as a comforting part of your bedtime routine. A relaxed body and mind are much more likely to drift into deep sleep. It's about creating that sense of ease and calm before you get into bed. Avoid adding lots of sugar or chocolate syrup, as sugar can be disruptive to sleep. A tiny touch of honey might be okay for some, but plain warm milk is often best. Think of it as the final, soothing step in preparing your body and mind for a night of restful sleep. It's a gentle, nurturing habit that supports the work of the other foods we've discussed. So, we've talked about how simple additions like tart cherry juice, a handful of almonds, some walnuts, a kiwi, or a small mug of warm milk can offer natural support for getting deeper sleep, helping to calm down inflammation and keeping your digestion comfortable and regular. It's not about eating all 5 of these things every single night, or feeling overwhelmed by trying to change everything at once. The real power here is in understanding how these simple, natural foods work and choosing 1 or 2 that appeal to you and fit easily into your routine. Maybe you start with a glass of tart cherry juice, or perhaps adding a kiwi after your evening meal feels manageable. It's about finding what feels good and sustainable for you. Remember, these aren't magic potions, but they are wonderful, natural tools that support your body's own abilities. Consistent, small changes are often the most effective in the long run, giving your body the right building blocks, like natural melatonin sources, anti-inflammatory compounds, magnesium for relaxation, and plenty of fiber, can make a surprising difference in how you feel when you wake up and how easily you drift off to sleep. It's about being kind to your body and supporting it as you move through life, feeling comfortable, sleeping well, and having a happy tummy contributes so much to your overall quality of life and energy levels. Don't underestimate the cumulative effect of these small, positive choices. Choosing a handful of walnuts instead of a sugary snack, or sipping on warm milk instead of staying glued to a screen right up until bedtime, can shift your body and mind into a more restful state. It's all about finding what works for you and giving your body the best support possible using simple, natural goodness. You don't need fancy equipment or complicated plans, just thoughtful choices about what you put on your plate, especially in those hours leading up to sleep. It's these little acts of self-care that truly add up to feeling much better. Have you tried incorporating any specific foods or drinks into your evening routine to help with sleep, inflammation, or digestion? Or maybe you have another simple tip that works wonders for you. I'd absolutely love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. Sharing what's worked for you can be incredibly helpful and inspiring for others in this community. We're all in this together, learning and supporting each other in living our best lives. If you found this video helpful, if it gave you some new ideas or a fresh perspective, please do give it a thumbs up. It helps others find this information. And if you'd like more practical, easy-to-follow tips like these on how to feel great as you age, make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss out on future videos. Remember, you're doing great just by seeking out ways to improve your health and comfort. Keep exploring, keep experimenting with what feels right for your body. Here's to deeper sleep, feeling less inflamed and achy, and keeping everything comfortable and regular. Keep taking care of yourself, because you deserve to feel your best. Live your best life at every age.